This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Kansas offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Koltanecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Knights offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed.
There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking.
Maybe some room here. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Pulls it in, it's Wade. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Quick handoff. Here's a little room there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Knights are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
Number 15, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Pickett. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Marshall. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on him. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man.
Touchdown, Jayhawks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Farmer. Turning it on. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Using his legs, it's Chambers. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Chambers. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Running to the left, running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the...
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Marshall. Here's the pressure. Got his man. Might have a chance. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Finds his big tight end. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rock-Chalk Jayhawk! Grabbed the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking to pass, it's Marshall. Zings it complete to the right. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Knights in the hurry up.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Slings it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Jayhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Knights head coach told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Watson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time on target. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back. On the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Edwards. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's 2nd and long. A handoff for Watson. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, here's Watson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside, it's Watson. Finding some room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Pulls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. First down here for the offense. They're going back to the ground. Gives him the big stiff arm. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Knights! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. Fighting off the defender. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll try the counter. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Willis. Nice move to keep running. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire.
Snags it, and he's open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the option. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Using his legs, it's Dupree. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Powers through the defender.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here comes the option. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the UCF sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. This time he's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this?
Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
This time he's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Knights are in the hurry up. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Farmer. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They'll run with Watson. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air, it's Barnett. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go right back to it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. So here we are on 4th down in this field goal kick. He gets a hand on it. He didn't get there. A stop for this defense, and now they've got a chance to save themselves.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
He makes a grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dupree. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It has been said that the obstacle